Today's adventure begins from my hotel room as the recording of this. It's Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd, 2024. I'm checking out my accommodations here, looking down upon Universal, trying to figure out what I'm going to do throughout the course of the day. Checking out here about 10:30-ish. Might pop down into the park down there and then head down to Orange County where I'm checking into another hotel, and I will not be back up at Universal Studios Hollywood until Horror Nights is off and running. I got my bags all packed up, popcorn bucket. I have a couple other popcorn bucket items in my rental car. At some point I'm going to have to ship some stuff home. Got the Minion over there, overlooking the valley. Yeah, I think I'm going to head down to the park for just a little bit, and then before traffic gets too bad, heading southbound to Orange County. Checking in the Disneyland Hotel tonight, where I'm staying for a series of days. Happy Labor Day. Welcome, everyone. TheDailyWoo here. This will also be the last time I peek into, poke into, walk into Universal Studios Hollywood before HHN begins. So we'll be down in Orange County. Then coming back up a little bit later this weekend. Doing some things down there, staying down there. Also, should also mention, by staying here, the parking lot is underneath over here. Even though I just checked out, can stay parked in there until 6 p.m. I'm not going to be here till 6 p.m., but do not have to remove the car. That's right, Minion. I like talking to the Minion. I'm inviting you to join me. It's good to have you here. Shall you? It's very bright and sunny out. Very bright and sunny. Now, I did not go in this park yesterday, but when I was driving out, saw the sign out on the main road, and it said that it was sold out yesterday. So yesterday, which would have been the final day of the weekend, I guess it'd be extended weekend. Today is Monday, but today is the national holiday. Just checking the wait times. Doesn't look too busy in there. See what happens when I get in. But yesterday was completely sold out. But then again, I think the pass I have would still have granted me access if I did pop in here yesterday. Disneyland, which I'm going to a little bit later, I want to go over to DCA especially because they have a new Mater popcorn bucket to just drop in his vampire outfit. Need a reservation for there though. Universal Studios Hollywood, no reservations needed. They dropped that a long time ago. Different story at the Disney parks though. I don't know if they will ever get rid of the reservation systems on either coast. Florida's a little easier to get into the park, a little more difficult here on the West Coast, but there was one available today, so I went ahead and snagged it. And it's 10:56. I was looking at the app, and most of the stuff on the upper lot really was no waits. So maybe most of the crowd was here yesterday, or everyone's probably down at the lower lot, Super Nintendo World and Jurassic and Mummy and all that. But the upper lot seemed pretty mellow at this hour at 11 a.m. Now, truthfully, I think it's probably just too early. I think it's going to be a really busy day as the day goes on. I mean, I really do think it's going to be a busy day because it's a holiday. There's a little toasty today too. They got the misters on, which is nice. Yeah, there's definitely people showing up now. So going off the app in the early hours doesn't look like that's going to be appropriate. Look at everyone over here purchasing tickets. You don't really see people in all those lines too often unless it's like a special event or a holiday. But yeah, over there. I don't know how long I'm going to stick around in here, but yeah. You know it's busy when they have the center section. You can go through the archway. You know it's busy when they have this section open. Usually it's just that section right there. For HHN, they open up this middle section too. But I don't think, prior to HHN, I don't know if I've walked under, other than HHN, I don't know if I've ever walked underneath there. Happy to announce that I finally saw the first Insidious. This reminds me of Darth Maul's like cousin or something like that. But so now I know what the further is. I also finally saw Black Phone, and I finally last night watched, this is all this week, watched The Purge. It takes me a while to get up on quote-unquote current horror, even though it's like been around for a while. I mean, I've seen the quintessential classics, obviously, and I did see Frozen Empire when it came out in the theater. So I've seen a lot, but there's certain things. Ooh, check this out. They actually have a Chucky Child's Play 2 poster in here. Yeah, I also watched A Quiet Place. So I finally just watched. I watched a lot of movies in the last couple of weeks, so I know what's going on in A Quiet Place, or at least kind of, sort of, what's going on in here. It was not a bad line for Starbucks, so I got a piping hot pumpkin spice latte beverage. Backside of Super Silly Funland. Got the tram tour going by. Right down there, the fire station, Super Nintendo World, and of course, construction update here on the Fast and the Furious. Something's happening over here. Tipsy, surly, queasy, and sleazy. What the heck is going on over here in Springfield? On top of Moe's. The reactors are about to blow. Side note, I missed the Back to the Future ride. Pretty wild that this coaster is going to go over the top of the escalators and then up the side of the mountain and then down the mountain over there, but it's going to go over the escalator, which is kind of curious. Are they going to put scream tubes like Incredicoaster has at DCA so the valley doesn't hear all the screams as everyone launches over there? Time will tell. I will be going to HHN at least 2 times. For a regular time with the front of the line pass, and also I have just purchased a VIP experience pass for later in the season towards the end of the month. So I'll be going twice this month. One to experience it the regular way with just the regular front of the line, and then also the VIP tour with the meal and everything. So I'll have 2 videos of HHN. Texas Chainsaw is definitely the one I'm looking forward to most, however. That and probably the Eternal Bloodlines, which is the Universal Monster Maze, which is happening over at the old soundstage where the Universal Monsters were filmed. So we're going to go through the Jurassic World queue and then across the tram route and over to a soundstage which has never had a haunt in it before. That's going to be pretty dang exciting. And the music from Slash, as always. They even got the Monster Eats sign up here where the mummy is. They got the Monster Eats. Dang, Drayton's Chili Cheese Dog is 22 inches of all beef hot dog and Franklin's BBQ ribs. Sally, they took the keys. He took the keys. Really? I'm catching this twice? I never walk by this when this happens. I'm getting it twice in one day. Twice in one freaking day. The conductor is gonna blow. Also, I missed the Back to the Future ride. Looks like a tasty donut and piping hot caffeinated beverage. Well done, officer. Well done, even though you wrecked into the pole there. I'm gonna get mosey and back over to my car so I can try to beat the traffic down to Orange County. Trying to head southbound before 2 p.m. Usually the 2 p.m. cutoff on a weekday with rush hour traffic starts around 2. But I've noticed it usually sometimes starts around 1:30 now. So leaving at 12:30, 46 minutes. There's a couple other routes you do 55 and 49, but straight down the 101 to the 5, 46 minutes, which is pretty dang good. So the 12:30 departure time, I think that's the move on a weekday. And you know what? I didn't even take into consideration that it is a holiday, so that might be why traffic's not as bad too. So. Ah, those cars that start and stop, turn off and on. That's the kind of car I have for this rental. All right, heading to the OC, Orange County. Traffic was very smooth, maybe the smoothest it's been in a long time. I'm just gonna chalk that up to the holiday. It took about probably 45 minutes, like it said. Smooth sail, didn't hit really any congestion whatsoever. Still have a little time before I can check in the Disneyland Hotel. I'm going to do DCA later as stated. But I figured I'm passing right by the general area of Knott's Berry Farm. Why not pop into Knott's? I have an annual season pass holder to this park as well. And I cannot ever think of going to Universal, Knott's, and the Disneyland Resort parks in one day ever before, even when I lived out here. But I'm going to do it today. Why not? And just like Universal, probably the last time I pop in there before their Halloween haunt starts. This will probably be the last time I'm at Knott's before there. Halloween Haunt. Well, it used to be called Halloween Haunt. Now it's called Not Scary Farm. Back in the day, it was Halloween Haunt. And then Halloween Horror Nights up there. So this will be the last time I probably pop into regular Knott's before Scary Farm begins. I can hear it. I can hear Ghost Rider ride vehicle ascending and now dropping. Listen to the screams. That is a bumpy, amazing wooden coaster. Love it. Ooh. Oh, I can go in the Legacy store over here and see if they got any new Not Scary merch. Knott's really knows how to put together a very spooky merchandise store, and they have all the little headstones here of former attractions from the old Halloween Haunt preview night, which was like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It was so overwhelming. I don't know if I even saw all the merch. I don't remember seeing this one, so some of this might be new. I can't really tell. It looks like Ghost Town Alive is still going on over here, where they're celebrating Founders Day. They got the banner across. Love a good train. Old number 41. Steam locomotive. This guy's got him a chunk of gold right there in the hand. Like he's got a pipe in one hand and then a chunk of gold right there. She is not impressed by the size of his chunk of gold. Oh wow, just so happens that this is the last day of Ghost Town Alive. Today is the last day.
Right now? This is Plan B.
Cody! Jesus, tell me what you're doing about it. I'm an accessory now. I have a career in pictures to consider.
You decided to get one.
I didn't know what it was.
MB. What does that stand for?
Mary Poppins?
No. Matt. Matt.
Ooh, what's going on around the back there?
I dislike the move.
I know I love it, but we gotta go and tell the we are to play with the cannon.
They're going into the bank. What's going on? This is like a lot of hullabaloo out here.
With an explosive potato!
Hey! Don't forget me!
Oh, wow. They're all tied up.
Good job, Private. Yeah. All right, everybody, make sure you stay over there. This area is now on lockdown.
Can't believe I'm cut. Oh, heads up.
Everyone all right? Y'all good? Y'all right? Y'all right? Everyone good? Yeah. All right. What happened, Jasper? A potato! It flew up in my face!
Oh, right into the crowd.
It's
Ooh.
not. No, it's not.
It's all right, man.
It's all right. We just let them tire themselves out for a bit. What's now?
Where's that coming from?
Done! Hold it down! It's over! Hold it!
This ain't a Disney theme park.
Get over here!
I saved everything!
That district court in Calico is now in session. Docket number 2263, the town of Calico versus the newly formed combined gang of the Madgefield, the main. What are we calling you now? Yeah. The town of Calico versus them. Judge Reed presides. Order of the court.
All right, our first order of business is to swear in a jury. Everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear.
Give a fair and impartial verdict.
Give a fair and impartial verdict.
As long as I agree.
As long as I agree.
That's what I mean.
That's what I mean.
I represent the town of Calico.
All right, now hang on a minute, Your Honor. Look here, exploding potatoes and stuff. Now that's not our modus operandi. We was framed, I tells you. We was framed.
We're framed.
How were we framed? Draw you a picture. Obviously, we were framed by that Professor Watts fellow. Do you have any evidence?
Oh, yes.
That guy's still eating the potato.
I would like to present Exhibit A. Boys, Exhibit A, if you please.
Ah, gross.
The Admiral, the 100-pound catfish has been stolen!
I got about a half hour till I can check into the Disneyland Hotel. It's about 3:30 right now, so I decided to stop off here on Harbor Boulevard and Wilkin Way at Joe's. Now, there was no parking down there. Very, very full. The Faux Place across the street does not let anyone park there. They have it all chained off, as does the abandoned building over there. The Joe's is always busy. In fact, it'll be a lot busier later this evening. This is a good time of the day to stop in here and get a Joe latte. I parked in the neighborhood over there where they have street parking. Joe's Italian Ice, one of my favorite places here in Orange County. A little Italian ice action. Yeah, I'm just covering a lot of ground today, doing a lot of stuff today. Yeah, standing in the sun, it is freaking scorching. It's actually hotter right now here than it is in Celebration, Florida. Of course, it's also 3 hours later in Celebration, Florida, but there's an excessive heat warning in Anaheim. I just looked it up. SoCal heat. At least there's no humidity, but still the sun's really hot. Definitely going to test in patients waiting in this line, but it's definitely going to be worth it. Check that out. Excessive heat warning. 87. Celebration right now is 82, but it's also stormy and rainy and overcast and cloudy, so that has a lot to do with it. They have a new flavor. I decided not to get the Joe Latte, which has like the ice cream sherbet or whatever it is in there. This is a sugar-free watermelon. Should cool me off because I was standing in that line outside for probably a 25-minute wait. All right, heading in. It's check-in time. It's 4:02. My room should be ready at 4 to the Disneyland Hotel. I gotta say, it might be my new go-to Joe's Italian Ice. The sugar-free watermelon. Really good. Really good. I don't even miss not getting the Joe Latte with the ice cream. It's good. I think it might be my new go-to flavor at Joe's. It even has some little watermelon seeds in there. Not an overload of them, but it definitely has some watermelon seeds. It's really dang good. I'm hoping my stay here turns out better than the last time. Not because the hotel was anything poor or a bad situation. The hotel's great, but my last rental car, would not start up here, and it was a whole mess with the rental car company. So I'm hoping it works out a little bit better this time. Love staying at the Disneyland Hotel though. Love it. I can't say how good this flavor is. It's really good. Normally I get the cherry Joe Latte. This is the sugar-free watermelon. I'm gonna go check in and then I'm gonna go to DCA. Yes, I know that sign all too well. I waited up here quite a bit. All right, walking in this way, so I walked back outside, but take a look at this. Because of the Halloween season, they have the Haunted Mansion stretch room posters right here, pictures right in front here. All right, in the room, good to go. Just got everything put away. Give a quick little impromptu room tour. I've stayed in this type of room before, so I'm not going to go into too great detail, but got the accommodations over here. I love the artwork all throughout each room. Each level's a little bit different theme based on a different movie or princess. I like these type of showers. There's one similar to this at Universal Hilton where I just checked out of, which has the door, not the tub style, the glass. I kind of prefer this over the other style. And I got everything put away, more or less. There is a pull-down bed here, which is called a Murphy bed. That pulls down into a queen bed. So you can sit here during the day. That pulls down. There's also a queen bed over here. So if you really wanted to, you could have 2 people comfortably with their own bed, or 4 people if 2 people shared a bed times 2 in here. Now this is part of my Disney Vacation Club points that I bought into a few years ago. So when I just go in, I use the points that book the reservation ahead of time and do that, which I cannot say how happy and content I am with being a DVC member. I'm glad I did that. Had the thought process to do that a couple years ago, and now I got the points to stay in certain resorts. So it really helps out when I'm out here on the West Coast and I want to stay next to Disneyland in that area. All right, heading to DCA. I'm gonna get that popcorn bucket. This turns off also. So you got a little switch over here. But I turned it on just so you could see it for the video. And I'm gonna walk through downtown Disney and head over to DCA and see if they got that popcorn bucket. Follow the sidewalk to downtown Disney and to theme parks. Follow the sidewalk. I'm in the Grand California now. Take a look at this. This is made out of cake. If you go over here, you can see everything that's made out of. 280 eggs, 250 pounds of powdered sugar, 100 pounds of rice cereal. How you doing? She has the sun glistening right there on her face. Dipping the poisoned apple in there. How about a nice juicy apple, dearie? Ooh. They got the spooky trees like they used to have on Snow White's Scary Adventure, except they've changed the dark ride. They don't have the spooky trees there anymore. At least we have them at the Grand California though. 3 theme parks in one day. 3 SoCal theme parks in one day on a holiday. Through San Francisco Square. Across the bridge here. Whoop, slow down. You're not racing yet. Well, actually, they are racing. They are racing yet. Back over at DCA now, Disney California Adventure, where in fact they did have, also, you've heard the wheel in the sky keeps on turning, also the wheel here at Eureka Golden Timber Company, Disney California Adventure, keeps on turning. I'm sure a lot of people today, probably the line was pretty lengthy for this because it was a little warm today. There was a heat index advisory here in SoCal, or at least in Orange County. But over at Flo's, they ended up having the popcorn bucket I was looking at for. There's only 2 places that I could figure that they had it. They had it at Flo's, and they also had it over at the Cozy Cone area. I chose to get mine from Flo's. Took about 20 minutes. It was kind of slow going, waiting in the line. I probably could have mobile ordered it, but I wasn't thinking, we didn't have the wherewithal to mobile order ahead of time, so I waited in the line and moved kind of slow, about 20-25 minutes. But the good news is I now have another popcorn bucket to add to my arsenal of popcorn buckets. And this one, I believe, you can only get at 2 spots at Disney California Adventure. Probably will not have it at Walt Disney World, so it's kind of a good thing that I am out here on the West Coast in order to get it. And I think out of all the Halloween characters that they have, I think Mater in his vampire, he wants to suck your oil. I don't know what imitation I was doing there. I was trying to do like a vampire, like a Dracula, but I don't think that's how Larry the Cable Guy would probably do it. But yeah, I got to get her done. He wants to get her done. And that's gonna do it for today with Mater here on this corner. DCA over the backside of DCA behind me over there. Grand California Hotel there. Disneyland Hotel there. I got Mater. I did 3 parks in one day, did a couple other things, had a good traffic day on the 5. See, he's very, very popular. It's going to be very popular. That goes without saying. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. Thanks for watching, the vlog. It's over. So now that I'm showing this from the distance, fun fact, that is the original Disneyland Tower. There was only one, and then they added the other 2, that being one of them there. The other one is obscured by the original Disneyland Tower that's there. And then the 4th one is the new Disney Vacation Club Tower there, which is a different style than the other 3. Okay, that's it. Also feel as if the lanyard that's around this one is shorter than the lanyards on some of, I thought there was someone in that car. Now I'm seeing ghosts. Ooh, you're out of control, baby.